people? So we're back with another video. I hope you all have had a good week and are staying safe, ready for the weekend, because I certainly am. Now, just a quick disclosure before I get into this video. I am not encouraging anyone to go and commit crimes on any of my videos before this is used against me by a certain someone in time to come, which I'm sure it will. Now, anyway, this one that I'm bringing to you all today is all about how to ride a bang up time inside of prison. So let's get into it. Now, when it comes to bang up time, as I've mentioned before in the door scratches video, which went absolutely crazy, there's so many people that do a madness because they don't want to go behind their cell door. Now, this will be the same people that will be walking down the wing, swaggering, the same people that are acting tough and, the persona of the tough person. These are the same people that when they get behind their cell door, they're consistently scratching their door. And the reason why they're called door scratchers is because they press the buzzer all the time and they're always trying to find a way of, getting out of their cell or prolonging going into their cell. And it is a fact. Now, when it comes to riding a bang up time, it is all mental. It is all mental due to the fact that when you're in your cell, yes, you have a TV, but then the TV is good, but then it's not to a point, because the TV will give you, your programs, and you will know instantly what time of the day it is, and your day will drag. So yeah, it is good having a TV and you can't complain, but you can't occupy your whole time in a cell by playing PlayStation or watching TV. You have to mentally work your brain, read books, do what your push-ups matter. In fact, there's a lot of things that you can do to actually ride your bang up time. What me and my cellmate used to do, we used to clean the whole cell. So even though we would get up in the morning, we would still gutter the cell, absolutely clean it out, because there's nothing else to do. And once we've done that, we'll do our push-ups, make our beds, all of that again. And it's just keeping, your brain stimulated and your body busy and your hands busy. Now, when I say the amount of people that I met in there that had the persona of, they were this bad, tough person, and they used to give, the screws all of the back chat and all of that shit. I'm telling you, they're the same people that when it comes to going behind the door, they don't like it because, they can't handle being behind the door. And it is very true. Like they say, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Now, a lot of people don't realize that they can't do the time until they actually get to prison and they're behind that cell door. Because once you're behind that cell door and it is shut, that is you in there for, 18 hours, which is until the following next day. So therefore, or 16 hours, so I should say. So you're in there still for quite of a period of time, So definitely 100%, it is all mental. Now, for me, I didn't really struggle, adapting to it. The first couple of days was weird, but as soon as when you realize there's nothing else you can do, once when bang up time is called, just go to your cell. There's no point jumping to another man's cell or jumping in the shower. Now, one thing a lot of people used to do was go and take a shower literally 5 minutes before it was bang up time, because they knew that the bosses would come, run them up, and it would be an extra 10 minutes that they would get to stay out of their cell. A lot of prisoners would do things like that, and it surprised me quite a lot, because I thought, the ones that were acting hard would be the ones ready just to get banged up, but it certainly didn't turn out like that way, the way I had in my head. Now, for me, like I said, for the first couple of days, it was, getting some used to of actually being banged up. But then once I accepted there's nothing to do when it is bang up time, occupy your time. Did you get what I'm saying? Write your letters, do your canteen sheet, do whatever it is that you can to keep yourself busy. So for me, I naturally adapted and took to it because that's what it was, and you've got to accept it. And if you don't accept it, you're definitely going to struggle, doing your time in prison, as I've seen a lot of people, staring out of their windows, and, that's not the way you do your time in prison. You definitely have to be busy. Now, when I said to you all about having a good cellmate 100% goes a very long way, as you can interact with them quite a lot. If they're intellectual enough, then and they can hold a conversation, as there's not a lot of prisoners in prison that can, and you will get the intellectual ones in prison. Don't get it twisted. Not everyone in prison is stupid. So yeah, when you get someone that you can, you know, interact like that, it makes your time go so quick. It's like having a friend actually doing your time with, and that's for real. So yeah, definitely 100%, you know, it's all a mental thing when it comes to doing your bang up time. And there's a lot of people that have, you know, turned tapped crazy because they cannot handle the bang up time, and that's for real, you know. And for me, it was getting institutionalized a bit, as I was ready for my bang up time. There was people that were saying to me, P, why is it that you take your food and go back to your cell? It's because one thing that I was thinking that I wanted to say is because most of you don't, you know, can't hold a conversation, and therefore there's no point being out on the wing, and I'd rather be back in my cell eating my food, watching my TV. Do you get what I'm saying? So therefore, for me, it wasn't a problem. And when it came up to bang up time, the bosses, the screws, actually loved me, because I was like, yeah, come bang me up. There was actually certain times when I used to go in my cell and just, you know, lock my door, and they would just come and check that I'm, you know, I'm in my cell, and then bam, lock it. So yeah, definitely, I hope you all enjoyed. Do like, drop a comment, do stay safe, people, and do stay out of prison. I do hope that you all keep sharing my videos, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.